With Moses having passed away, Joshua is now the leader of the nation of Israel. And even though, because of their sin, they had to wander in the desert for 40 years, God is now bringing them into the promised land. But there's a problem. There's a body of water, a sea, between them and the promised land. Now, Joshua tells them, get ready. For the next 3 days, make yourself prepared and clean, and there's some ritual that's involved with that. But he wants the people to have their hearts be ready. And then when they set out, he says to them, the Levites are going to go forward. Now, the Levites are the priests, so they're the ones who are entrusted with caring for and carrying out the duties of the priesthood. And these guys actually were carrying something called the Ark of the Covenant, which is this beautiful golden box with 2 angels on top of it, like not real angels, like metal angels. This is not a graven image or a god to be worshipped. It's just a very beautiful, artfully decorated box. And inside of that is the stone commandments that Moses re-carved out after he broke the first set, because he saw the people committing idol worship. But there's the second set that's in there. So this is that law, those commandments, the rules, the boundaries that God wants his people to live inside of. They're inside this beautiful box. And the Levites are going to carry it and lead the people out into the promised land. Now, where were they going to go? Into the water. Now, they ain't going to go swimming. What happens is, as soon as their feet touch the water water actually parts. Where have we seen this before? And they walk through on dry ground. And then they actually stop in the middle. And all of the nation of Israel walks past them. I think that's important. I think it was necessary for the people to see, God is doing this. And I'm going to walk past this covenant, the commandments, the way to right living. I'm going to walk past that and see that this is how great things happen. This is how God's glory is displayed. It is his words, his way. And the entire nation of Israel, at least 1 million people, pass by. But not before one person from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, remember the 12 sons of Jacob, each one of them, takes a stone from the middle of the Jordan. Now, they take that stone, and then the other side, they actually make an altar and a memorial, and they say, look what God has done. And it's so that future generations would ask and say, what is going on? What happened? And they'd be able to tell the story of God brought us through. God showed us how to do this. God was the one who took us into this new land. And we get this really cool verse right at the end of today's reading. So we go ahead and read Joshua chapter 4, 23. It says, for the Lord your God dried up the Jordan, what he had done to the Red Sea when he dried it up before us until we had crossed over. He did this so that all the peoples of the earth might know the hand of the Lord is powerful, and so that you might always fear the Lord. It's not so that we can be afraid and be far away from him. There's this fear and reverence that he wants us to have, and he wants to instill in the heart of his people. That's important. It's also important so that the whole world will know what God has done for his people and how he is leading them. It's pretty cool to me.